Hi, my name is Tanya Baby, and for my research project, I'll be covering body shaming and the effects that it has on mental health. In this day and age, there are hundreds of different types of media telling people what they should look like and how they should change their appearance in order to look quote unquote more healthier or more attractive. The media tells people how to hide their imperfections without considering the realities of people's lives. Media is one of the most visible forms of body shaming, but there are many others as well. Everyone has their own idea of what beauty is and what it means to be an attractive person. This can range from skin color, body shape, hair, and even clothing. Like the name suggests, body shaming is the act of shaming someone for the shape or size of their body. So, what causes body image concerns? Well, one factor could be the relationships with our family and friends. These types of people just want what's best for the individual, but the comments that they make or the way these comments come out could insult someone or make them feel insecure about their body. When people give advice on what someone should eat or how they should start hitting the gym, it gets them thinking about how that person doesn't like the way their body looks and how it would be better for them to change their shape or size. This might make them more insecure and want to drastically change their body to fit what the person thinks their body should be looking like. Another factor is medical professionals stereotyping overweight individuals. Tanya Glide, in her research article about weight bias in medicine, states that medical professionals often perceive patients with obesity as quote unquote lazy, non compliant, and targets of derogatory humor. And this negative attitude influences the ability of professionals to objectively treat or help overweight people. She goes in to describe this as a failure of training and a failure of culture. Other factors include exposure to images of idealized or unrealistic bodies throughout the media, and also pressure to look a certain way or to match an ideal body type. The world is a big and diverse place where no two people are the exact same. However, what people also fail to realize is that commenting on these differences or telling someone how they should look based on their own personal idea of beauty can have repercussions that can be very dangerous. For example, some negative effects of body shaming include low self esteem, mental health issues, including depression and anxiety, eating disorders, self harm, and in the worst case, death. In March of 2019, there was an online survey conducted by the Mental Health Foundation with YouGov, and it included 4,505 UK adults above the age of 18 and 1,118 female and male teenagers aged 13 to 19. The results indicated that 1 in 5 adults, so about 20%, felt shame. Just over one third, so about 34%, felt down or low, and 19% felt disgusted because of the way their body looked. It was also noted that just over one third of adults, so about 34%, said that they had felt very anxious or depressed because of their body image. Simply put, body shaming is just not acceptable. Dr. Partha Kaur explains it best when she says, quote unquote, "We don't live the lives of others, and so we do not have the authority to lecture them." Typically, when someone is annoyed or aggravated, their first instinct is to attack a person's appearance and find an imperfection to comment on. This is usually a defense mechanism called projection, and it usually stems from their insecurity about their own body. Doing this helps them feel more in control and less insecure about their own body. In the same way, someone who's at the other end of body shaming, who hears that what they're saying has their confidence and self esteem torn down, which causes them to be angry with themselves and take out their anger on others, thus beginning this ongoing cycle. When this unhealthy cycle keeps occurring and the body shaming becomes more frequent, it starts to drastically impact an individual's life, which can then lead to the anxiety, depression, social isolation, and self-hatred. People with anxiety especially tend to overthink what people have told them, and these constant negative comments about their body can cause them to have panic attacks and long periods of depression. Another major effect body shaming can have on an individual mentally is causing them to have eating disorders. A few common types are anorexia. This is when an individual assumes they're overweight even though they're dangerously underweight. They constantly tend to monitor their weight and avoid eating certain types of food. Bulimia is when people frequently eat unusually large amounts of food in a specific period of time. And similarly, there's binge eating, where individuals typically eat unusually large amounts of food in a short period of time and feel a lack of control during these binges. People who have been called fat or overweight tend to starve themselves and lose weight at an obsessive rate. Or the opposite, and they start eating large sums of food so that they can gain weight if they have been told that they are too skinny. These actions could lead to serious problems such as malnutrition, constipation, or even irregular menstrual cycles. Clearly, something needs to be done to build and promote positive body image and support good mental health and well being in correlation to our own bodies. For example, taking accountability. This could be by training the frontline health and education staff and even ourselves and explaining to them the effects of their actions and how their words and actions could affect an individual and their mental health. Another important thing to do is to promote body positivity. So, maybe commitment from social media companies to play a key role in promoting body kindness. This could include being more inclusive to models of all body types and to stray away from the idea of the perfect or ideal body. At the end of the day, everyone has the right to feel comfortable and confident in their own bodies, and it's our job to practice this common decency so that society can break the stigma that creates barriers for individuals and their mental health. Thank you.